Question 1. From a practical standpoint, Maria needs to generate a report showing the highest salary per department from the employees table. She also wants to exclude departments where the maximum salary is less than 10,000. Which SQL clause is most appropriate for filtering these aggregated results? A. Where. B. Having. C. Order by. D. Group by. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. The having clause is used to filter groups after aggregation, which suits the requirement of excluding departments where the maximum salary is under 10,000, where cannot filter aggregated results as it applies before grouping. Order by control sorting, not filtering. Group by defines group boundaries, but cannot apply post-aggregation filters directly. Using having ensures only groups meeting the salary condition are retained. Question 2. In the context of analyzing employee records, Jack wants to find employees whose commission percentage is unknown. Which SQL condition should be used to ensure correct results when dealing with such null values? A. Commir PCT equals null. B. Commir PCT is null. C. Commir PCT equals null. D. NVL Commir PCT arrow equals null. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Null values must be checked using as null, since null represents an unknown value and cannot be compared with equality or inequality operators. Using equals null or equals null always evaluates to unknown and yields no matches. NVL replaces nulls with a value, but comparing the replaced value to null is still logically invalid. Correct null handling ensures reliable query results. Question 3. Considering the evidence, a developer must ensure that a query returning products priced above the average dynamically adjusts if new prices are inserted. Which approach guarantees this adaptability? A. Use a hard-coded threshold and where. B. Use a subquery calculating a VD price. C. Use a view with a fixed list of products. D. Use an order by clause with Ronum. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. A subquery calculating a VD price ensures the condition remains dynamic because the average is recalculated whenever the query runs. Hard-coded thresholds require manual updates and break adaptability. A static view listing products above a past average won't reflect changes. Order by with Rona might limit results but doesn't inherently compare against a moving aggregate. Question 4. When faced with a requirement to retrieve rows from two tables only where matching keys exist in both, which join type should be used? A. Left outer join. B. Right outer join. C. Full outer join. D. Inner join. Answer. Correct answer. D. Explanation. An inner join returns rows only where matching keys exist in both tables, fulfilling the requirement. Left outer join returns all rows from the left even without matches. Right outer join does the same for the right table. Full outer join returns all rows from both, inserting nulls where matches don't exist. Inner join ensures strict intersection. Question 5. In the absence of proper constraints, Ravi accidentally inserts duplicate rows into a sales table. Which constraint would have prevented exact duplicates across all columns? A. Primary key. B. Foreign key. C. Check. D. Unique. Answer. Correct answer. D. Explanation. A unique constraint ensures that the combination of specified columns does not repeat, preventing duplicates. Primary key also enforces uniqueness but applies to a single defined key column or composite key, not necessarily all columns unless designed so. Foreign key enforces referential integrity but doesn't prevent duplicates. Check enforces logical conditions but doesn't ensure uniqueness. Question 6. During the process of calculating average project costs, Lina wants to exclude null cost values from the calculation automatically. Which SQL function inherently ignores nulls in its computation? A. Count. B. Count column. C. VG column. D. Sum column. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation of VG ignores nulls automatically when computing the average, only considering non-null values. Count counts all rows regardless of nulls. Count column counts only non-null entries but doesn't compute averages. Sum ignores nulls when summing values, but the requirement is explicitly averaging costs, so making a VG the correct choice. Question 7. Through careful analysis of A query execution plan, Stephen notices excessive full table scans on a large customer table. Which action is most likely to improve query performance when filtering by customer ID? A. Create a bitmap index on customer ID. B. Create a B-tree index on customer ID. C. Use distinct in the query. D. Increase the order by buffer size. Answer. Correct answer, B. Explanation. A B-tree index is optimal for equality and range queries on high cardinality columns like customer ID, reducing full table scans. Bitmap indexes are better for low cardinality columns and may harm performance in high transaction environments. Distinct removes duplicates but doesn't address scan inefficiency. Increasing order by buffer size only impacts sorting, not scan patterns. Question 8. Examining the consequences of if a query joins orders and customers without specifying a join condition, what is the result? A. Cartesian product. B. Inner join with all matches. C. Full outer join. D. Cross join with filter. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Without a join condition, SQL returns a Cartesian product pairing each row of one table with every row of the other, potentially creating huge result sets. Inner join requires a join condition to match rows. Full outer join merges rows with or without matches. Cross join is essentially the formal term for a Cartesian product, but without a filter clause, it's pure multiplication of rows. Question 9. Given the circumstances, Sophie wants to update a record in the departments table only if a matching department ID exists in employees. Which SQL statement efficiently handles this conditional update in one step? A. Update with where exists subquery. B. Merge statement. C. Update with join syntax. D. Insert with select. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. The merge statement can conditionally update or insert rows depending on the match condition, combining logic into a single step. Where exists in update works, but is not as streamlined for combined insert update scenarios. Update with join is not supported in Oracle in the same direct syntax. Insert with select adds rows, not update them. Question 10. Under the assumption that salary is stored as a number needs to be displayed in currency format with commas and two decimals. Which function is most suitable? A. To date salary 999,999.99. B. To number salary 999,999.99. C. To char salary 999,999.99. D. Cast salary as varchar. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. To char with a number format model is the correct choice for converting a numeric salary into a formatted string with commas and decimals. To date is for converting strings to dates. To number converts strings to numbers. Cas can change data types but doesn't apply Oracle number formatting models directly, making to char the right tool here. Question 11. The underlying principle of grouping in SQL requires removing aggregated results where the sum of order amount is below 5000. Which clause ensures this happens after grouping? A. Where B. Order by. C. Having D. Group by. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. The having clause filters groups based on aggregate results, such as sum, where filters rows before grouping and cannot reference aggregates directly. Order by sorts the results but does not filter them. Group by forms the groups but does not apply filtering. Correct post-aggregation filtering must be performed with having. Question 12. In an effort to optimize queries on a table with millions of rows, Prayer considers indexing. The column status has only 3 distinct values. Which indexing strategy is most effective in this case? A. No index due to low cardinality. B. Bitmap index. C. B-tree index. D. Function-based index. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Bitmap indexes are best suited for low cardinality columns such as status with few distinct values, enabling fast filtering. B-tree indexes are less efficient for such data. Function-based indexes are valuable for computed expressions, not basic low cardinality columns. Skipping indexing might miss performance gains, especially in analytic queries. Question 13. Throughout the course of developing reports, James must find all customers whose orders exceed every recorded order for a specific product. Which operator supports this requirement? A and B, any, C, or D exists. Answer. Correct answer, C, explanation. The all operator allows comparison against every value in a subquery, which is necessary to ensure a customer's order exceeds all values for that product. In checks for equality, not greater than comparisons to all values. Any checks if the condition holds for at least one value, which is less strict. Exist checks for the presence of rows, but not this comparison logic. Question 14. Given the circumstances, a table is joined to itself to compare employees' salaries with their managers. What is the technical term for such a join? A, cross-join. B, self-join. C, outer join. D, non-equi-join. Answer. Correct answer, B, explanation. A self-join occurs when a table is joined to itself, often using table aliases to distinguish instances. Cross-join generates a Cartesian product between two tables or instances. Outer join retrieves rows without matches from one side. Non-equi-join uses comparison operators other than equality, but isn't inherently about joining to the same table. Question 15. The evolution of Oracle SQL date handling shows that to get the current system date and time, one should query from which special table? A, system. B, sysdate. C, tool. D. Answer. Correct answer, C, explanation. The dual table is a single row, single column table provided by Oracle for evaluating expressions like sysdate without referencing actual data tables. Sysdate is a function returning the current data time but must be queried from somewhere, often dual. System is not a standard Oracle table now as MySQL syntax, not Oracle. Question 16. In a modern context of transactional control, Ahmed runs multiple DML statements but needs to undo them due to incorrect data. Which command should he execute? A, commit. B, rollback. C, save point. D, truncate. Answer. Correct answer, B, explanation. Rollback undoes all uncommitted changes, reverting the database to its last committed state. Commit permanently saves changes, preventing rollback. SavePoint allows partial rollback to a marked point but requires explicit designation beforehand. Truncate removes all rows from a table and cannot be rolled back in Oracle as a DR. Question 17. To illustrate this point, Emma needs to create a virtual table based on a query to simplify access for multiple analysts without duplicating data. What should she create? A, sequence. B, synonym. C, view. D, index. Answer. Correct answer, C, explanation. A view is a virtual table based on a query that can encapsulate complex joins or filters, simplifying repeated access. Sequences generate numeric values for keys. Synonyms provide alternate names for objects but do not encapsulate queries. Indexes improve performance but do not present data structures like views. Question 18. Examining the consequences of a developer mistakenly writes select star from orders where customer ID equals null. What will this query return? A, all rows with null customer ID. B, no rows. C, only rows with non-null customer ID. D, an error. Answer. Correct answer, B, explanation. Using equals null results in a logical unknown for all comparisons, meaning no rows are returned. To find nulls is null must be used. Non-null values are unaffected, but the condition won't match them either. Oracle does not throw an error for equals null. It simply produces no matches. Question 19. When considering a query that must return rows from products where price is between 100 and 500 inclusively, which operator provides the most concise syntax? A, between 100 and 500. B, price equals 100 and price equals 500. C, in 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. D, any 100,500. Answer. Correct answer, A, explanation. The between operator is concise and includes the boundary values, making it ideal for inclusive range checks. Using explicit comparisons is correct, but more verbose. In is only suitable for specific discrete values, not continuous ranges. Any is not valid syntax for range checks in this manner. Question 20. In response to a request for combining results from two select statements while removing duplicates, which set operator should be used? A. Union all. B. Intersect. C. Union. D. Minus. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. Union merges results from two queries and removes duplicates automatically. Union all includes duplicates, which the requirement forbids. Intersect returns only rows common to both queries, not the full combination. Minus returns rows from the first query not found in the second, which is different from combining all unique results. Question 21. By evaluating a sales report query, Oliver notices that the where clause includes discount PCT null. Why is this return no rows? A. Null cannot be compared with operators like directly. B. The query is syntactically invalid in Oracle. C. The condition returns only rows with zero discount. D. The operator automatically treats null as zero. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. In Oracle, null represents an unknown value in any direct comparison with equals or yields unknown, not true. Therefore, no rows are returned. To test for nulls, the is null or is not null condition must be used. The statement is syntactically valid but logically flawed. Nulls are not automatically converted to zero unless explicitly handled with NER. Question 22. When presented with the task of finding departments with no employees assigned, which join and condition combination is most suitable? A. Inner join with where employee ID is null. B. Left outer join with where employee ID is null. C. Right outer join with where employee ID is not null. D. Full outer join with where department ID is null. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Left outer join returns all departments with matching employees plus departments with no matches as nulls. Filtering with where employee ID is null isolates departments without employees. Inner join excludes non-matches entirely. Right outer join flips the logic, and full outer join could work but is less efficient for this targeted need. Question 23. As a result of a business rule change, Prayer needs to ensure that the quantity column in the orders table never contains negative values. Which constraint type is most appropriate? A. Primary key. B. Unique. C. Check. D. Foreign key. Answer. Correct answer. C. Explanation. Check constraints enforce logical conditions on column values, such as ensuring quantity equals zero. Primary key enforces uniqueness and non-null constraints, but not value ranges. Unique ensures uniqueness, not logical conditions. Foreign key ensures referential integrity, not numeric restrictions within a table. Question 24. During the process of merging two datasets, an analyst wants to include all rows from both datasets, matching where possible and filling gaps with nulls. Which join type achieves this? A. Full outer join. B. Inner join. C. Left outer join. D. Right outer join. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. Full outer join returns all rows from both tables, inserting nulls where no match exists. Inner join only returns matching rows. Left outer join returns all rows from the left table and matches from the right. Right outer join is the mirror of left outer join. Question 25. The prevailing attitude toward query optimization suggests avoiding unnecessary sorting when only the top result is needed. In Oracle, which clause efficiently limits output to the first row? A. Where row num equals 1. B. Fetch first 1 rows only. C. Limit 1. D. Top 1. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. In modern Oracle versions 12-bit+, fetch first 1 rows only is the ANSI-compliant way to limit output efficiently, where row num equals 1 may not work as expected with order by unless nested in. A subquery, limit is a MySQL syntax, and top 1 is SQL Server syntax. Question 26. With respect to handling multi-row results from a subquery, which operator ensures the main query matches any value returned by that subquery? A. Or B. In C. Exists. D. Any. Answer. Correct answer. D. Explanation. Any allows the condition to be true if it matches at least one value from the subquery result set, or requires the condition to hold for all returned values. In is a shorthand for equality checks across multiple values, but doesn't handle range comparisons. Exists returns true if the subquery returns any rows but doesn't directly compare values. Question 27. From multiple perspectives, Sarah must ensure that a column automatically generates unique sequential numbers for each inserted row. What should she use? A. Sequence. B. Index. C. Trigger. D. Synonym. Answer. Correct answer. A. Explanation. A sequence generates unique numeric values often used for primary keys. Indexes optimize searches but don't generate values. Triggers can call sequences but are not the source of numbering themselves. Synonyms rename database objects but have no impact on value generation. Question 20. In what ways can null handling be standardized when substituting missing commission values with zero in calculations? A. Nullf. B. NBL. C. Coalesce. D. Decode. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. NVL replaces a null with a specified value, in this case 0 in Oracle. Nullf returns null if two expressions are equal, not a replacement. Coalesce can also replace nulls, but is more generic and ANSI standard. Is Oracle specific and widely used. Decode handles conditional transformations, but is less direct for simple null replacement. Question 29. The fundamental question is to combine the results of two queries including duplicates. Which set operator should be used? A. Intersect. B. Union all. C. Union. D minus. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Union all combines results without removing duplicates, which is faster than union because it skips the sort distinct step. Intersect returns only common rows. Union removes duplicates. Minus returns rows from the first query not found in the second. Question 30. When analyzing a report requirement, you must return the highest salary in each department. Which aggregate function is most suitable? A. Count salary. B. Max salary. C. Sum salary. D. VG salary. Answer. Correct answer. B. Explanation. Max returns the highest value in a group fitting the requirement. Count tallies rows or non-null entries but does not identify highest values. Sum adds values of e.g. calculates mean values. For per department maximums, max with group by is the correct approach.